And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. Across from me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Woolley. So, I'd like to get something out of the way, and I know you texted me this when we were going over the pregame for the show, because believe it or not, we actually do prepare.
It's like we exchange lineup cards before the show, sort of. It's very that's my analogy for that. We exchange lineup cards before, get the lineup straight. Although I don't think they do that anymore, right? That's part of the croronavirus thing. I don't think
you can't exchange.
Lineup cards. So I don't know if they do it digitally now. I should probably find out how the ump knows about the lineup now. It's like, here, scan this QR code and you can get our lineup. It's like the menus at the restaurants.
they send do it on Snapchat.
Yeah, they Snapchat each other. Yeah.
Anyways, I just like to address my ballistic tweets. I'm just going to say that right now. They were ballistic.
Are doom and gloom. We are like 5 games into the season, I believe. 5, 6.
Okay, let's get it straight. The Yankees are 3 games into their season.
Well, that's a whole thing we're going to talk about, but yes.
But I know I said that the Yankees would go 15-45, and
why
at
on
the time,
earth would you say this? They had just won.
Well, the thing is,
they won their second game. They came out. They won their first series against the World Series champions.
I said that in the middle of the game when Patrick Corbin was dealing.
Okay.
And those who know me, they know I get pissed off.
Sure.
But the thing is, it's a strategy. It's a strategy. I don't think about the strategy at the time, but it's actually a strategy. I did this last year.
Explain this strategy.
I did this last year on Discord, Whenever I did my dad even says it to me.
Please explain
this strategy.
Yeah,
dude, when I'm pessimistic, whatever I want to happen, happens. When I'm optimistic, it all goes to shit.
So you're just gonna be doom and gloom the whole time. It'll just work out for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Not all the time. Usually in the middle of the usually in the beginning of the regular season.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, it seems it worked out pretty well.
Yes, and I remember someone replied to me, some rando on Twitter, probably saw it.
Right. And I'm trying to find the... it's over. You're talking about baseball, but yeah, we're blowing this game. That error just killed the Yankees. A lot of doom and gloom here. A lot of gloom and doom. I'm calling it July 26th. Let's see if we have a timestamp on this. 1:58 p.m. So the game is about an hour old here.
Yeah.
And already you're calling the Yankees to lose 45 games out of a 60-game season. Well, as it looks like the Yankees may be 2-1 forever. Well, that's not true.
Okay.
They play the Orioles tonight, so, but not by that. But if you look at the schedule, that's not what it really says.
Well, pretty much, I'd like to break down a little bit of the Yankees and that series real quick.
Okay, so I watched some of the series, and I saw a few things, but I wanted to get your thoughts for sure.
Yeah, because you only stopped by for a bit. I watched the Yankee games for three some odd hours at a time.
Okay, right.
The first game, it was a little weird. It ended after. Ended in the top of the 6th inning, but
we got half a game. But a win is a win, everybody. We got the 5.5 innings in, which made it official. And Yankees come with a big W, 4-1, strike right in the first inning. I mean, gotta be happy
Giancarlo
about that,
Stanton
right?
hits a
monster shot.
He hits a nuke. Well, that wasn't the nuke that he hit in the series, but he hit a big home run off Max Scherzer, off some sort of hanging pitch, and 2-0, and then bottom of the first inning, everybody's got their eyes glued to their TV because there's a Garrett Cole-sized reason to watch.
Right.
And he comes in, Gets the first guy out on a little fly ball to center.
Right, and then okay, great.
And then Adam Eaton, who was so irritating the entire series, just jacks a home run into right field, and I'm just sitting there like, oh God, I'm like, oh please, just please don't be what we're gonna get.
Cuts the lead in half. Yeah, you had to be freaking out. It was like his 8th pitch or something maybe, and he left the ballpark.
Yeah, but he figured it out. That was the only.
Oh, did he figure it? And did he figure it out?
Yeah, that was the only hit he gave up that entire time. Garrett Cole, as advertised, and that.
You gotta love that. I mean, I saw that. I was like, oh.
And Cole, he wasn't at his best. He wasn't like 5 strikeouts in 5 innings. That's great, but there were some times where he looked a little spotty, but he got better as the game went on, and that's what aces do. Even when they're not at the tip top of their game, they find a way to get guys out.
This is not bad. 75 pitches through 5 innings, and
he had a couple more innings in him.
46 pitches for strikes. Yeah, he could have conservatively probably could have pitched into the 7th, and then then you leave it to the bullpen. I mean, right?
Yeah, then you leave it to
the bullpen.
Then you leave it to Tommy Kahnle and Zach Britton,
right?
Which
let those guys earn their paychecks, right?
Yeah. Just.
And with those two, theoretically, the game, if you're playing the Yankees, game ends in the 7th inning because you're not scoring 8th inning, 9th inning, ideally. And that's how dangerous they are. That's why I hate this team, because I know if, say, the Baltimore Orioles are down by a couple runs in the 8th, like they probably aren't coming back. And even less in the 9th. I don't know what the win probability goes down to once you get to once you get to those guys, but yeah. But you you had to be happy about the result though, right? It's almost a no hitter through 6. One mistake, which I'll give it.
He was fantastic.
Yeah,
like I remember watching him, and like by the time the jitters settled down by the 3rd inning, I was like,
took you that long?
Like by the time like the jitters kind of settled down, like okay, the scary stuff, it's gone, and then I was just able to watch a dominant start, just an absolute dominant ace, a top of the line. Run-of-the-mill ace.
Right. Other than mistake, I'm going through the whole plays here. All right, bottom of the 2nd, Eric Thames get hit by a pitch. Okay, no big deal. Then fly out, strikeout. That's a second inning.
That's dude. On that strikeout in the 2nd on Stevenson.
Yeah.
Oh, it was exactly what I imagined. It was a fastball 99, high in the zone, and Stevenson, he swung. I didn't have a chance.
Right. And then 3rd inning, strikeout, fly out.
Got a lot of guys to fly
4th
out.
inning, fly out, line out. 5th inning, fly out, walk, strikeout.
The strikeout in the 5th on Robles was disgusting. It was on the low and outside.
Punched out.
It was low and outside.
Backwards K, man.
It was low and outside.
Yes.
98-mile-an-hour heater. Just might have been a 2-seamer. I don't know. It had that break.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, of course.
Gotta love it. So Yankees final line: 4 runs, 6 hits, 0, no errors, and yeah, I felt a little chipped though. I only got 5. Only half a game, but
yeah, I mean, if I was just sitting there, my big fear was that they were gonna end the rain delay
and come back, and then
they were going to end the rain delay a couple hours later. Cole wasn't going to be pitching, and then the Nats would have had, like, the momentum kind of resets. It's like Game 7 of the 2016 World Series. If there wasn't a rain delay there, the Indians were probably winning that game.
Yeah. Probably. For sure. So, all right, so you get that first one out of the way. You got to breathe a little easier, right?
And then Game 2.
You're breathing a little easier, right? You slept a little more sound that night?
Yeah, I slept sound that night.
Okay, all right.
And then Game 2, it's a game where...
we get to Game 2. They have a day off.
I call it the start of the Verizon saga. because my cable box is deciding to just not behave.
Oh no! Were you able to pull up the game on your phone? What was your alternate?
No.
What was your backup plan?
Bylasport.com. Do you watch streams on there?
Yeah. Should we be giving that out? So or it's actually not bylasport.com though. So you can figure it out from there. But this is our. Do we tell people this is our pirate stream that we love? That works great.
Oh yeah, it works.
The problem is I try not to tell too many people about it. I don't want them to get shut down.
That kind of stream. I mean, we're not popular enough to the point where we're Fox.
Well, the problem is you tell 10 people, they tell another 10 people. All of a sudden, all of a sudden we go there one day when we really need to watch a game. The cable goes out, and it's like this site is no longer available.
Okay, my cable's going to be out the entire season.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. It's just like a whole. Well, I shouldn't say it'll be out the entire season, but like.
Hey, we only need it to work for the next 60 days. That's it. The next 69 days. That's it. You can, and football season.
Football season.
And then hockey season, or hockey season and football season. Yeah. After that.
It's hockey season, dude. I don't know what the hell's going on with hockey season, but anyway.
Yeah.
It's. Anyways, back to the game. Paxton.
Yeah. What happened?
Is
he okay?
Paxton just got his shit rocked.
He did. 1 inning, everybody's final line. 1 inning, 5 hits.
1+ innings. He pitched into the second.
Didn't record an out though. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and his ERA sits comfortably at 27.
Yeah, 27.
So then this messes with your bullpen where you got to put in.
Put in Michael King and Jonathan Holder.
Yeah, Michael King probably didn't expect to pitch that day.
He wasn't bad until Victor Robles happened.
Yeah. But he gives up 4 runs and it's pretty much over. I mean, it was pretty much over when it began. So, this do you view is this an aberration?
What do you mean? What do you mean by aberration?
I mean, I don't see the Yankees losing 9-2 very often this season. Is what I'm saying.
But yeah, barring a terrible start. Also, everybody was like, "Oh my God, Strasburg's not starting. We get to rock this Eric Fetty guy." And I'm like, dude, every single time, the Yankees go up against one of these bad starts with like a 5.5 plus ERA, they always get shut down. Right.
Seems to happen a lot.
Yeah, that's.
You had to be happy that Strasburg wasn't starting, though.
Oh no, I was cautiously optimistic.
Okay.
Cautiously optimistic. Because Paxton was on the mound, and I was thinking, all right, Paxton. I'm like, all right, Paxton. Like, I know James Paxton as a reliable pitcher. Right. I know, I have a brain. I know that his velocity issues are not gonna perpetuate for the rest of the season.
Right.
I'm not an idiot. I know Paxton is a good pitcher. I know he's gonna come back. I know he's gonna throw some good games.
Just didn't have it.
Yeah. The bright side from this game, though, was that Giancarlo Stanton just launched. He just launched a nuke that went 480 something feet.
It was you could hear that first of all, throughout it echoed throughout the whole stadium, and it looked like it just kept going.
You could hear that. You could hear that thing from the Capitol building.
Right.
Congressmen would be in their office, something quiet, and then they'd hear.
It's whoa, what was that? Oh, that was Stanton. Okay. And it hit the back of that section in the outfield too. The stands, and it was at the walkway behind it.
Dude, that ball! I thought that thing was gonna land in the White House.
These are good signs. These are very good signs.
Oh, for Giancarlo Stanton. Oh, dude. Oh, this is a Stanton we're getting all year. Oh my God.
Well, let's hope you get him all year. He's kind of fragile.
Yeah, you gotta handle him with care.
Right. It's kind of
although they overhauled the entire medical staff in the offseason.
Okay, so that's good.
You gotta think that'll do something good.
That's good. He looks very healthy. He's very fit. I think he's slimmed down a little bit.
Yeah, he's slim. He looks a lot more agile.
He's in fighting shape.
Although you don't see him running a lot because most of the time when he makes contact with the ball, he's not really chugging the bases.
He's jogging around the bases.
He's jogging around the bases.
Because he just hit a home run.
He gets to second base by the time the ball lands, so...
Yeah. I wonder, did they name Players of the Week yet? It's got to be up there, right?
You know I've been waiting
Well, I know I got your Player of the Week.
You know I've been waiting for this one. All right, I guess I'm just going to do it before we cover the third game. But oh, no, I already got the baseball reference page.
You do? Okay, never mind. All right.
So, all right,
this is a little worried. 13 hits, man. That's a lot. And they won with 5. The National has 5 errors. 5.
Yeah, they, I definitely took to Twitter after this.
So it was a little sloppy, and they won by a big margin. But that's baseball, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's baseball season.
It's baseball. But yes. Anyways, yes.
On to the Cameron Woolley Show, Yankees Player of the Week.
Oh man, I feel like we haven't done this in a year. This is great.
The first one of 2020. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, I believe a first-time winner.
Really?
The Cameron Woolley Show Player of the Week. The Cameron Woolley Show Yankee Player of the Week.
Yes, is...
Giancarlo Stanton.
Wow. How is he not... Well, he didn't really play much last year. So, it's shocking that in the 60-plus episodes that he's never... been chosen, but I guess he just hasn't had a chance to play, so he was injured. Wow.
Yeah, his
well, congratulations, Giancarlo. I was shocked to learn personally that this was your first win, the first of many this year. I'm gonna guess.
His line, not a big sample size, but 2 home runs, 4 ribbies, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He had 444 on-base percentage, 545 slugged, 1.222 with an OPS of 1.768. Now, obviously, those are inhuman numbers, but he was the Yankees' best hitter.
Sure.
For this entire series, he was busting out the lumber. He was great.
Right.
But yeah, Cameron Woolley Show Yankee Player of the Week, the first one of 2020, Giancarlo Stanton. You get
what do I got in there? I have challenge. Those are all challenge coins in there. So that's a Funko Chase figure coin. It's gold, I think. So yes, you get the gold one. You earned a gold star for this week.
You get one. You get 1 gold coin.
Yes.
Congratulations, Giancarlo.
Congratulations, my friend. You've done well this week. Keep it up, and just be careful. Careful stepping out of the shower. Look both ways before you cross the street. I'm always worried about him. It's just pins and needles. He's a little fragile.
You don't have to be worried about him. I'm the one that has to be worried about him.
I'd like to see him continue personally. I think he's fun to watch, even though I'm not a Yankee fan.
Yeah, you end up on MLB social media. You'll end up finding a nuke that he hit.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's cover Game 3.
Game 3.
I had a fair bit to say about this because, I do a thing on Twitter. I do my recap, my initial thoughts of how I felt about that game, how I felt about what happened, and I remember this was the one that I had the most on my mind because it was probably the best game overall where both teams were at their best.
Okay. However, and you were kind of live tweeting all of this, so
this is the panic game.
Right.
So pretty much here's my whole thing about the game. Everybody kind of knows what happens. The Yankees they made a big rally in the seventh and eighth. My whole thing about this game was after Gleyber Torres hit that home run off Patrick Corbin, I wasn't thinking
top of the 7th, cut the lead in half.
I wasn't thinking, oh shit, they're gonna start a rally. I was thinking, okay, at least he didn't get shut out. But then out comes Dave Martinez.
Right.
And I'm thinking, what the hell is he doing? I'm like, okay, maybe he's got to talk to him, settle him down. But then I just see he takes him out of the game. He didn't even talk to him. Like, when a pitcher gives something up and when they're dealing, they give up a little. They give up a little something. Manager comes out.
Yeah, hey man, he's like, you all right?
Like he's like, okay, yeah, are you all right? And then the pitcher would be like, yeah,
I got one more. I got a little gas in the tank.
Like, I've thrown every single piece of junk I can at him, Skipper. I think I got enough for one more hitter.
But you saw no dialogue.
Like, no dialogue.
Like, all right, you're out. Hit the showers.
He just went there. And after this, of course, I'm relieved. Because I'm like, okay. This guy was damn near throwing a no-hitter. Thank God he got taken out.
Right.
But I was also like, what the hell are you thinking? Because he had that game in the bag. He was going to be able to go and I don't know if he was on a pitch count or not.
Let's see. Well, let's see how many pitches he threw. 75. So he threw 75. Patrick Corbin threw 75 pitches. Not unreasonable. But he might have been on a 75 pitch count.
Yeah, who knows? But
it's a nice round number.
But he was dealing.
Right.
You'd think they would have let him at least finish the 7th.
Yeah.
But then this guy, Dave Martinez, great manager. He did a great job at the Nats last year. I mean, he's got a commissioner's trophy. Aaron Boone doesn't. He's doing something right.
Right. And he got the trophy last year. So yeah, he's definitely doing something right. However,
the thing is, he made the biggest mistake you can make in a game against the Yankees. He turned a game that was late and close into a battle of the bullpens, which countless times over the last 3 years in spring training, in the regular season, and the postseason.
Right.
This is a mistake that so many managers make. They turn it into a battle of the bullpens, and the Yankees, late and close in games, they mash bullpens. They hit him, and they hit him hard, and they practically take their lunch money away from them.
Right.
And that's what happened in the 7th inning. Will Harris comes in. He had a sub-2 ERA for all last year. He was great reliever for the Astros. Luke Voigt takes him yard, left field, damn near the same exact spot where Torres hit it.
Right.
It's a tie game. And then here I am thinking, oh my God, how is this thing tied? And then later, in the 8th inning, Sean Doolittle comes in, soft-tossing lefty against the New York Yankees.
Yes.
What the hell?
Percentage-wise, usually not going to work out well in that. Usually works in the Yankees' favor, for sure.
They get a rally going, they get some runners on, and then up comes Gleyber Torres, who was the Yankees' best hitter that day. Without question, he's finally busting out. Hell, guess whose name and numbers on the back of my shirt?
That would be Gleyber Torres, number 25, formerly worn by Mark Teixeira, but yes.
And I remember that game, I'm just thinking, okay, most likely we have it.
Yeah.
Tommy Kahnle gets into a little bit of trouble, and then gets two guys to strike out, including former Yankee Starlin Castro. And then bottom of the 9th, a little bit of turbulence. Zach Britton, for some reason, whenever he gets a save opportunity with the Yankees, he's got to make it interesting.
Yeah.
He's got to make it interesting.
Give you your money's worth.
He gives up a hit to, like, Eric Thames or something like that. No, it was Bonifacio. He was the pinch runner. And then Gary Sanchez made a bad mistake. Let a ball get by that let him go second.
Right.
And then he overslides, which pretty much stole an out. The Yankees stole an out.
They got lucky. They got lucky. So he takes that third base. Yeah, he would have scored on a sac fly. Would have tied it up. But.
And then Yan Gomes flies out to center field.
Right. Would have scored him.
If Bonifacio was safe.
Would have scored him.
He would have scored. Then the game would have been tied. Be going to extra innings. Who knows what the hell happens from there. with the runner on second, and then Michael Taylor grounds out, and then hunky-dory, I'm happy. I'm relieved, I'm confused. Like, the second biggest emotion, or the third biggest emotion I was feeling from relief and happiness was confusion, because I'm sitting there like, how the hell did we win this game? Because we stole that game. That was a steal.
That's baseball, but yes. That's baseball. Yeah, but your heart returned to its normal beat after that game. I
was talking with all my friends, and I was just like, okay.
Breathe.
And I'm like, thank God. I'm like, let's go. Okay. I'm like, okay. And
that was a close one though. It could have been 1-2 right now.
Oh yeah.
Because then we would have went. All right. Say they tied it up.
Oh no.
Goes into the 10th.
It would have been a very different show if they were 1-2. It would have been a very different show if they were 1-2. I would have come in guns blazing if they were 1-2.
Let's say it goes into the 10th. Who would have been? I can't remember the rule now. Who do you throw on second? The guy who batted last? Is that how it works?
I think you can get a pinch runner.
All right, so who do they put on second? Who's the fastest? They put does Gardner still have wheels?
Tyler Wade.
I
mean, Gardner definitely has wheels, but Tyler Wade, he's Sonic the Hedgehog. So
right. So Aaron Hicks made the third out. So who would have been up next?
Talkman. Would have been Sanchez. I don't know why they pinch hit Sanchez for Talkman, because Sanchez can't hit for shit in clutch situations.
Right, and he didn't. He struck out, so...
That is a very big point of concern.
Right.
Very big point of concern.
Right. Would have been interesting. Luckily, didn't come to that.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, it didn't come to that. So yeah, 2-1. You got to be pretty happy about that.
Oh, yeah.
Going into... and that they were supposed to play the Phillies next. And that didn't happen.
Then then the Florida Marlins of Miami some of those idiots decide to go to a strip club in South Beach.
They're in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, I don't know.
Which is arguably worse than Miami, so arguably.
I mean, Georgia is it's also a pretty big hot spot.
Sure.
But with that thing, I mean, with the whole cases, the cycle will run its course.
So, the reports say a lot of the Marlins went out in Atlanta.
To a strip club.
Much
to the dismay of their girlfriends and wives.
Reportedly, and then, it's theorized that that's probably where they caught it and spread it. Now 17 players have come down with the coronavirus.
And nobody cares.
The fact that they even went out, undisciplined, is just a reflection of the team in general. Is this why they can't? Is this why they suck so bad?
I don't think they shouldn't be allowed to go out. They know the risk.
Sure, but you gotta control it though, especially now. What? Well, now they know, but it's too late now. They're.
Yeah, I mean, with baseball players, most of the cases with baseball players, they're asymptomatic. So like,
sure.
I'm not like all the Twitter doctors that are panicking like, oh my God, you're gonna get yourselves killed, and I'm like, dude, I'm
right.
Like, I don't know. Like, these guys, they're gonna get sniffles for a couple weeks.
Right, but I mean, they put their whole team at risk, and look what happened. Now they can't even play anymore. Not only that, they can't go home. They're stuck in Philadelphia.
Which that's an L in and of itself. You're stuck in Philly instead of South Beach.
Right. And you can't leave. You're quarantined.
In Philadelphia.
Nobody wants to be around you.
You can get cheesesteaks.
Right. But I could, what do you do? Like
I could go for a cheesesteak, although my mom's making homemade buttermilk fried chicken.
Oh, that sounds good. But it's like, all right, sir, we've left your cheesesteak 50 feet away from your door. You come get it when I'm far away out of here.
No,
I don't want your coronavirus. I'm just
talking like go to Pat's or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they can't leave though. They got the virus. People are watching them. They can't be seen out and about in Philadelphia.
Wear a mask.
They're infected.
Wear a mask.
I'm pretty sure now they've paid the price. Now they've been ordered to not leave their hotel rooms for good reason. You can't spread this thing. But they went out. They had fun. They had too much fun, and now half their team is down. Now their season's been put on hold. They say, I guess they're going to not play until Monday, but no way. But you're right. Nobody seems to care.
Yeah. It's like not even Marlins fans want to watch them play. It's just like, well, hey, at least it stopped before it got worse.
Right. But the question is, say they do play on Monday, and they can't put their regular team in there. That's a ragtag.
What? They just put out the AAA guys. What? To get the prospects some big league experience.
But is that fair to them? They're putting together some ragtag, like quadruple A, not even quadruple A squad, AAA, AA guys who have no business being there yet.
What? They're giddy as hell.
I know they are.
They're playing in the big leagues.
But the argument is like
John Mattingly doesn't give a shit.
The argument is that they're not putting a competitive team out there.
They're the Marlins.
I know that. And
they never put a competitive team out there.
I agree. But that's still very unfair to them. Although they brought it on themselves. So that's where the argument lies.
It's so funny.
But you're right. It's the Marlins. Nobody cares. Now, God forbid, let's say this happens to the Yankees or the Dodgers.
Oh, no. The Yankees organization is...
What happens? What happens if Judge, Stanton...
Okay, first of all, you're talking about an entire roster getting wiped out, put on an injured list.
These are best players.
You're not impressing me with any of that.
What if all these guys get infected?
Okay, first of all, you're talking about the entire starting lineup getting hurt. You're not impressing me with any of that.
All right.
Because remember,
it could happen though.
Again, you're not impressing me.
I know, but if it happens, I'm sure you're not going to be happy.
If it happens to our second string lineup, then I get a little worried.
Yeah.
But you remember what our second string lineup did? We beat the shit out of teams that were first place.
I remember
in divisions. We beat the hell out of good teams.
But
really
obviously,
good teams,
nobody cares about the Marlins because they
leaders.
suck. Nobody cares. But this happens to a good team, then the hammer comes down. 'Cause right now, Manfred's not doing anything.
Honestly, I believe that the fate of the MLB season rested with the Phillies test results, and 2 days of testing.
Right. So far, so good.
Yes, so far so good.
Okay, but you got to think about it's a 5-day incubation period, so they could all be infected in 3 days from now, 2 days from now. What then?
You gotta wonder.
And does anybody care about the Phillies? Other than Bryce Harper and.
I think if it's the Phillies, they do give a little more thought to it.
Okay.
But the thing is, I'm seeing all these fans that like the Twitter doctors that you've been seeing all around Twitter that think they know what they're talking about. Like they think they know what they're talking about. Listen, if it's not coming from the mouth of Fauci, I'm not listening to it.
Right. I'm afraid for this season, though. I'm afraid that if it gets worse than this, if this happens to a good team, that they could be like, you know what, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, we're calling the season. That would be awful. I mean, because this last weekend,
they're keeping awesome. The spread. They're keeping the spread. Like, even then, the season was a little shaky.
Sure.
Although even then, I wouldn't say it was a little shaky. It was just a few rednecks going on, like saying all the shit about the kneeling. Which I hate politics being involved in sports.
Right.
Like I was watching this, like I was getting so ready for baseball because all I could see on social media was just politics, and all I could see.
Yeah, it's like no, we need a distraction from this. We need.
I need a distraction, and lo and behold. All I see is just more political pandering and virtue signaling and all of that. Right. You got Trump inviting himself to Yankee Stadium and then uninviting himself.
What's up with that? So Trump, if you hadn't seen, he threw up a tweet going, "Hey, I've been invited to Yankee Stadium. I'm gonna go throw out the first pitch on August 15th. See you there." And then he followed that up with another tweet that said, "Hey, I was going to go, but I'm not going to go anymore." Meanwhile, the Yankees are like, "What are you talking about?
Like, what the hell?
We never invited you.
Like, what the hell?
What's going on? This is the first we heard of it. That's hilarious. What's going on here?"
Which, I mean, like on opening day, there was a thing on ESPN with with him and Mariano Rivera throwing around the White House lawn with little leaguers. It was kind of a cool little thing to see, you know. And regardless what you think about politics, you gotta think Trump has been the only president since, I think, either Woodrow Wilson or Herbert Hoover, I think, to not throw out the first pitch. And it's sad that...
Why did he opt out?
He opted out. He opted out. Well, I mean, that Fauci, it's kind of like you gotta kind of gotta give a priority to Fauci on that one.
Sure.
It's kind of a weird scenario, but also, it's so sad that politics have gotten so polarizing, even with the start of political polarization with Obama. He still threw out a first pitch.
Right.
And nobody cared because, you know what? He was it's the president of the United States. It's part of, it's a tradition.
Yeah.
And regardless what you think about politics, people that know me, they know what I think about the guy, but even, I'm not saying, I'm not trying to put political views on the show. That is one of the last things I want to do, even though I've let them leak out a couple times. I kick myself over that. The last thing I want to do is turn this thing.
Keep it to sports, yeah, for sure.
I don't want to do something. Right. I don't want to turn this into something political. But regardless of what you think about the guy, you still gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. And it's all right. It's the tradition of throwing out the first pitch.
Right.
But the thing is, everything's gotten so...
It's a weird year.
Everything's gotten so polarized that you gotta think if he goes out to a crowd at Yankee Stadium or in Washington, D.C., where, the base over there hates his guts, you gotta think, it's a risk. It's a legit risk.
Sure.
If you think about it, sure, he'd put on the... sure, you gotta think he'd put on the bulletproof vest.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah, Secret Service all over the place. Well, you don't really have to worry about a crowd, though.
Yeah, but just what... also, the marketing with MLB and how they're marketing toward, what's going on with Black Lives Matter, having him throw out the first pitch, that would kind of... regardless of what he does with policy change, that he is the number one enemy to that movement. But and I feel like it would just be a stupid move, not only on the Yankees' part but also on the MLB's part for having him throw out the first pitch when they've already picked their side. They can't play both sides in this situation.
Right, but I love how, the Yankees PR department wakes up and they're like, wait a minute, we never invited him. What's going on here? So he basically invited himself. Not basically, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He invited himself to throw out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium. That's weird, but we gotta laugh at it though. It's pretty funny.
It's his personality.
Right. For sure.
And even then with when you look at a guy like that, sure the personality, all that stuff, but really what you care about in a situation like that is the kind of job the guy does.
Right.
And I don't care about him not inviting himself to the first pitch. I'm more with him or a guy in any position like that. I'm more concerned about what they're doing to this or for this country.
Right.
I'm concerned about how they're gonna even if he's still there by the time.
Yeah, he should probably be concentrating on eradicating this virus so we can all live our regular lives again. But
it's kind of up to the states though. That,
sure.
You gotta.
But jeez, you just gotta you gotta laugh at this though.
Yeah,
you gotta laugh at this. It's
you're just
funny.
oh god.
It's funny. It was dude, you weren't even invited.
It's the hell.
The Yankees were we don't know what you're talking about. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
If George Steinbrenner was still alive, he'd probably invite him because Steinbrenner probably went out to dinner with him so many times when he was, back when he was doing the reality TV and stuff like that.
Right. So with that, all right, so now with that out of the way, we're kind of glossing over the fact that the Yankees and Orioles are tied right now, and I gotta.
Oh, you've gotta be happy.
Yeah, happy about that, especially since opening day, Orioles were at Fenway Park, and their opening game not great at all. They lost 13-2.
Not optimal.
They got hit around. They got their asses kicked. And
yeah, straight up.
Their pitching looked terrible. Offense was not great. They eked out 2 runs, so had they gotten shut out, it would have been even worse. But it just I was like, all right, here we go. Tommy Malone, 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. It was not great performances all around. And when you see this first game, you're like, all right, well, here we go. This is it. Yeah. They're going. I know exactly how you feel. It's like, all right, they're going 0-60. That's it. But next 2 games, they managed not only rebound, but the 2 games, they did not allow a walk, which is very rare in Birdland.
Yeah.
And which was always their killers. They would always walk guys, and then those guys would come around to score. They did not walk a batter in either of their last 2 games against the Red Sox. First time that they've had back-to-back walkless games since 2015. Yeah. So that indicates that there's a problem in the pitching, and that they walk too many guys. Too many free passes means potential runs, and it seemed like almost all of them will come around to score, and they would lose. But so this is a good sign. You know what? All you gotta do is throw strikes. Don't walk anybody. Quit walking people.
Okay, first of all, throwing strikes is a hell of a lot easier said than.
Sure.
Okay,
I understand.
I gotta ask
that.
You, like,
I understand that.
Like, I wanna pick the brain of an Orioles fan real
quick.
Okay,
go for it.
Regarding what happened in the series, who do you think has been the Orioles' best hitter so far? I just wanna.
Oh man, that's a great question. Hanser Alberto has been pretty great. He's currently, this is. As of that game, he was batting .833. So Anthony Santander has hit a home run or 2. He's been doing pretty great. And Nunez is what's he currently sitting at here? Where's his 2020 stats? All right, he's only 231. All right, never mind.
Yeah, it's 3 games. You take.
Yeah, I got it. No, if we had an Orioles Player of the Week, it would be Hanser Alberto for sure, who's hitting .500.
All that guy does is hit.
He can hit, which is great because I'm used to Orioles teams with 0 offense, like Chris Davis striking out every at bat, swinging the bat like he's a blind man. So this is what I'm used to. Yeah, there are a couple. There are some bright spots on this team for sure. And Jose Iglesias is currently hitting 538, couple RBIs. So
He's been pretty good.
He's been pretty great as well, yeah. But if I would give it to Hanser Alberto, and hopefully he can continue this. So, but yeah, they took the next 2 games, which made me extraordinarily happy. I mean, I couldn't. If
you texted me, you said you were printing playoff tickets.
I was printing playoff tickets. Both our favorite teams went 2-1 this week. They're both tied for first place. It was pretty awesome.
And that okay, before we get to that, I'd just like to bring up a tweet that I tweeted out.
Okay.
I think. A couple nights ago, I said I want to start being interactive with my base again, and now that I actually have people that reply to me on Twitter.
Okay.
I'm like, do y'all got any questions for the Cameron Woolley Show this week?
Did you get questions?
Yeah, frequent customer, Flylatory, he said, he asked, should the Yankees pick up Mike Fultonavich? He just got designated for assignment.
I saw that.
And meanwhile, a friend of mine, C Money and Dr. Salt, they said hell no, and I say that hell no as well. Like, what the hell, are you nuts?
Right.
And then Dr. Salt made a troll question: should the Yankees retain all of Garrett Cole's salary and trade him to the Dodgers for Alex Wood?
Right now,
intriguing. It's an intriguing deal for sure, but I gotta give a hard no to that.
After one start, they're like, all right, well, see you later. You're going out west. That'd be pretty funny.
And question from C Money.
C Money.
How do you think the Yanks are going to finish the season? Well, I think it's too early to tell.
Okay. So we don't, no predictions here on this.
I mean, 2 out of 3 against the against the defending champions.
Not bad. Not bad. I mean, not against their best starters, but one of them was out. But still,
it's certainly promising. I mean, this is a very
that third game could have gone either way.
Certainly, a very good ball club that the Yankees have, and I'm confident. I'm confident, but I'm cautious, as usual.
That's you. That's you. Never. Rarely do I ever see you overconfident. Usually it's underconfident.
And the only time I was overconfident was in the Devils off season, which
oh right, and you see how that worked out. That worked out great.
Which hockey?
Thanks a lot.
That came back.
I wouldn't blame you. I was overconfident.
Hockey that came back for a bit. That came back, but playoff hockey. I'm not sure I'm gonna even bother to watch because playoff hockey without the crowd, dude. I'm gonna be occupied with baseball.
Right. But overall this weekend, I thought it went great. I thought it was great. I loved watching the games. I thought they were competitive. Wasn't too weird with the new rules and no crowd.
Geno Malkin's got to work on the giveaways though. He got an assist on a goal for Kevin Hayes.
Right. But I'm curious. Hockey.
Which mean the Devils aren't in there, which I'm not very interested. I have no reason to be interested. The Devils aren't
right. But we've been watching the last few years when they weren't.
But the thing is, that was with the crowds. That was when it was.
I know.
That was when it was hype.
I know. That's gonna be weird.
That was it was kind of. It kind of rolled well. It kind of that was my indicator. It wasn't baseball. It wasn't the Masters. It was playoff hockey.
Right.
That gave me the indicator that spring is here.
Yep.
It was hearing Mike. It was hearing not Mike. Doc Emmerich, and Kenny Albert and Eddie Olczyk, Ray Ferraro, Pierre Maguire, Mike Milbury, and
all of our favorite voices.
Mike Milbury, those guys. That's the signal that spring is here.
Yep. And then it arrived, and then we all had to stay home. So, it's crazy. But yeah, I'll be watching. Of course, I'll be watching playoff hockey. But
I'll stop by on it. But if you guys want to, the viewers, if you guys want to hear a lot about playoff hockey, I hate to break it to you, but you're not going to be hearing too much
from here. Okay, fair enough.
That's
fair enough. Unless unless the Rangers get trounced, you'll be hearing plenty of that. I'm just.
Or if the Hurricanes,
just a heads up.
The Hurricanes, Hurricanes, man, he's in the basement of the office park. He's gonna be.
He is. He'll make an emergence every so often, just because. So, so with the Marlins and the Phillies not playing, the Phillies are not playing because the Marlins came and infected their clubhouse. So they're like, all right, well, Orioles were supposed to play the Marlins in Miami. Yankees are supposed to play the Phils. Let's just fill in.
How it be.
Let's just fill in the hole.
Cameron Woolley Show series is coming early.
It is. It'll be today, 2-game series at Yankee Stadium.
It's at Camden Yards.
Is it Camden? Oh, is that Camden? Okay. All right.
Oh, if it was at Yankee Stadium, I'd be giddy.
And they start today, and they wrap up tomorrow. And we don't make predictions, but I'm thinking that anything less than a 2-0 record coming out of this will be a disappointment for them.
And Yankees came up with their lineup today.
Okay, what do you got?
It's
anything good?
The official lineup card, they turned it in. It's LeMahieu, Judge, Torres, Stanton, Hicks, Ford, Sanchez.
Ford getting a start.
Always stand Mike Ford. Sanchez, Urshela, Gardner, and on the mound is Garrett Cole. So
Cole is back.
Yep, he's back.
Interesting.
We got a little extra.
Interesting. Wow. He's facing off against Asher Wojciechowski, everybody.
Wow.
Interesting. Wow. I guess this would have been his regular 5-day rest then, right?
Yeah, 5-day rest and if Garrett Cole is ready to pitch, you throw him out there on the mound. That's not rocket science.
Interesting. So they didn't just slot the regular rotation, which isn't that regular as Tanaka's not there.
Yeah, it's, they throw out a bullpen game every once in a while.
Right.
It's not that big of a deal.
Wow. All right. Well, I'll be watching then. I'll be watching this one closely, and we'll see what happens. I'm very interesting. I like that they were like, well, yeah, we'll just put these guys on ice for a week. It's like, no, they got to play. So we'll just move the schedule up.
Yeah, move the schedule.
And they're gonna have to be making a lot of these adjustments. My suggestion for kind of dealing with this whole Marlins thing is, and this probably isn't going to happen, but yeah, you know what? Put the Marlins on hold for this season and just give everybody wins for if they're playing the Marlins, because it's not that far fetched, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give everyone W's.
It's the Marlins.
Yeah, just give everyone W's. That's all. That's yeah. Other news in baseball: Shohei Ohtani made his first start since 2018 to Tommy John surgery, and he did not record an out. Shocking.
Well, I'm a little thirsty, but
yeah.
But keep talking about it.
I'll keep talking. I don't think there's nothing in there but beer, but other fridge. There might
go to the PG.
Yeah, you gotta go the other. There's nothing in the kegerator.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of the replays.
Yeah. It was ugly. I think he walked 3 batters. Then I think he only really allowed a couple hits, but those batters that he walked came around to score. Could not record an out. Did not look right at all, and they had to replace him. And pretty shocking, in my opinion, for sure. Pretty shocking. I don't know if they rushed him back.
I'm gonna try some of this.
Oh, the Star Wars energy drink? Good luck. It's not very good.
I'm 16. My food and drink standards are very low.
Pretty.
I'm not exactly.
Yeah, what
exactly
Cameron?
the FDA.
If you're listening to this, what Cameron is drinking is a Star Wars energy drink that I picked up on 90% discount at the local ShopRite. Yeah, it's not good.
God.
You haven't even drank it yet. You're smelling it. You don't have to finish that.
It's not horrible if you get by the smell.
It's not great. It's not great, but so for Angels fans, this is the nightmare right here. Now the taste is hitting you.
Oh yeah.
Now the taste is hitting you.
I mean, that's not too bad.
As far as I know, he felt okay, but his final line: 3 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, no outs, and his ERA is infinity.
Yep.
Yeah, and they end up losing the game 6-4 to the Oakland A's.
Yeah, dude, Shohei Ohtani he got rocked.
Yeah. So I don't know, what does this mean for, they just chalk it up to a bad start? They throw him out there again?
Shohei Ohtani's too talented. He's too talented.
Okay, so you just had a bad game then. Like I said, you don't have to finish that. That's all I'm saying.
I know I don't have to finish it, but
it's fine.
I'm a little thirsty. Just.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta.
I ran out of. Oh God.
Oh, there should be waters in there. Do you need something to wash that horrible taste out of your mouth? No, he's all out of water. So, that was shocking. Over at the Rays, G-Man Choi, who's traditionally a left-handed batter, decides that he just wants to try
Former Yankee G-Man Choi at a home run right-handed.
Yeah, decides he just wants to bat right-handed in a bat and hits a home run. So maybe he should bat right-handed more often.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe, I don't know. G-Man Choi, a very good hitter.
Yeah, for sure.
He's another one of those trash to treasure players on the Rays.
Yeah, they seem to have a lot of those, which good for them. And also, we talk about Dr. Fauci throwing out the first pitch. Topps made a baseball card out of it. And I think they've made like this crazy run, like 52,000 cards or something like that. I guess, that doesn't make it valuable, but I guess it makes it a collector's item.
Ooh, his first pitch, that was...
And it was not good.
Oof.
It's pretty bad.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. So, and then also we get our first taste of what a brawl looks like. In a
it's not even a brawl.
In a quarantine, but
I want to get something real quick. I want to get to a tiniest bit of football news.
Sure, of course.
This has been a trade rumor for a super long time.
Okay.
But Jamal Adams finally got dealt from the garbage heap that is the New York Jets, and he is now a Seattle Seahawk.
Wow. All right. From one coast to the other.
I think there was 2 firsts and some random safety that I don't know. But, I mean, good trade for both sides. The Jets got multiple first-round picks. The Jets got 2 first-round picks from a guy that wasn't going to be there. He probably wasn't going to play.
Right. Wow. All right. So welcome to Seattle then, my friend.
Yep.
Good luck. And, yeah, there's a little Giants news, right?
Giants cut former first-team All-Pro and now convict Aldrich Rosas.
Yes. Well, nothing to do with him. Yeah. Don't drink and drive, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't drink this in general. Just what the hell was I thinking?
Right. And if you get into an accident, don't run. You're gonna get caught.
Don't do a hit and run.
Don't do a hit and run. Especially if you're a high-profile football player, you're probably gonna get caught.
Yeah. Even then, like, he's not even very high profile, but he plays for the Giants. He's a high profile guy.
Yeah,
people know who he is.
For sure. How did he do last year?
He wasn't very good.
Okay, so no big loss then. No big loss. So, yeah, I'll be paying attention to this game tonight. I'm excited about it. I love the Cameron Woolley series.
It's the Cameron Woolley Show series. It's
we'll see what happens. But yeah, the Joe Kelly Dodgers Astros brawl. So the Dodgers.
I remember watching this game live.
Right.
While recording an episode of Let the Kids Talk.
Yes. How's that been going?
Oh, it's been going great. We're getting.
Are you making more predictions? What was this episode about? Give that a plug.
I don't know. It was just kind of a weird Q&A episode. It was also to promote another podcast that's coming out.
Hey, man, you're taking over, dude.
It's all the baseball chicks on Twitter.
That's cool.
I'm not on it, but it's pretty much just called Basically Baseball. BASE.
Oh, Basically Baseball. Okay.
BASE. Basically Baseball. Just like they're pretty cool. We had one of them on the show. We had a guy named Chase who was simping. He was simping for it. It was just so funny. I tell you what, dude, those baseball chicks on Twitter, don't
mess with them.
No, I'm saying they corral a lot of simps, a lot of...
Oh, I can imagine.
all the simps. I remember anytime there's, like, a Yankee fan, like a chick that's a Yankee fan, Dr. Salt always ats me in a reply. It's like, hey, man, I know... It's like, hey, I know a guy, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I've literally said flat out, if she's not a Yankee fan, I'm not interested.
Oh, yeah. Well, why would you be?
Yeah, it's just like...
Top of the list, man. I hear you.
Yeah, it's like, why the hell?
I hear you. I don't know if I could date a Yankee fan. You gotta be pretty special. I gotta deal with that.
Oh, yeah.
With a pink Yankees hat? I don't know, man.
Pink Yankees hat.
That's not as worse as a pink Red Sox hat, though. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you that much. So...
The pink Yankee hats are acceptable on Mother's Day. Any other time, you can't.
Right. For sure. All right. That's cool. So you're doing that weekly. Are you doing that weekly?
I'm doing that weekly, maybe 2 times a week. I don't know.
Oh, man. You're turning into a podcast machine, man. I'm loving this.
And I have gotten in talks with another friend of mine about starting a podcast. Nothing really big. Just...
Still... That's awesome. All right, well done, my friend.
No, I've been thinking about rebranding the Cameron Woolley Show YouTube channel to to possibly the Cameron Woolley Podcast Network,
Oh, yeah. I mean, hey, you're doing that 2 shows. That's a network. I love it. So,
the thing is, I'm talking about something else I'd just put under my name.
Right.
Like, Let the Kids Talk is not under my logo.
Right, yeah.
It's under...
but you're a big part of it.
It's under... yeah. I run a segment on there.
Right. I'm just looking at the Yankees stats. I know it's very early so far. Is there anybody that you're worried about?
Gary Sanchez maybe, but again, he's a very streaky hitter.
Sure.
I'm not worried about a lot of these guys in the lineup. They're gonna...
Dang, man, Stanton, look at that. Look at those stats, man.
They're gonna streak. They're gonna slump. It's baseball.
Right. But
you can't really put too much on that.
Stanton 444, the 1.768 OPS. You gotta love that.
Yeah,
gotta definitely. Love that. And yeah, this is a hell of a lineup. I'm a little jealous.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think if the Orioles don't walk anyone these next 2 days, they have a shot. If they don't walk anybody. Because if they start walking these guys, the next guy coming up is going to hit it out of the park. And it's an easy 2 or 3 runs right there.
Also, you got to deal with the old Gleyber Torres factor.
Yes. Oh, right.
Well, Gary Thorne is not in the commentary booth.
No. But Gleyber Torres probably drove him out. He's like, that's it. I can't do this anymore.
Like, that's it.
That's it. I quit. I cannot do this anymore. He's
just sitting there in like a dark room going, goodbye home run, goodbye home run, goodbye home run.
Right.
Torres,
like, take 2, take 3. Why did you even throw to him? Yes.
Why do you even throw to him?
If you look on YouTube, you can get some of
you can get Gary Thorne
greatest calls for sure.
Gary Thorne
this is the battle of the 2-1 records, everybody.
Battle for the AL East.
Gleyber Torres is batting. He is batting 3rd tonight in front of Stanton. This is a murderer's row, everybody, for sure.
The top 4 for the Yankees is exactly the top 5 for the Yankees is exactly how I want to see it. It's
LeMahieu, Judge, Torres, Stanton, Hicks. Not bad.
Yep. Well, also you got Garrett Cole on the mound.
And you got Garrett
Cole,
which
you cannot.
Yeah, he will probably continue his performance from last week.
Asher
Wojciechowski.
Asher
Wojciechowski. Wojciechowski. If you want to know, let's see, where his 2019 stats: 4-8, 4.92 ERA. I mean, for the Orioles, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, for the Orioles,
that's pretty good for the Orioles. He'll be able to eat some innings. Hopefully, it doesn't come to that. But I'm hoping for a close, competitive game. We'll see what happens. I'm not hoping for a repeat of the 13-2 performance from last week. So that was rough. I thought the whole season was going to be like that. Thank God. You know what? Red Sox don't look that great.
Yeah. Like I'm telling you, I'm like, oh my God. Like
I think they're one.
Who knew losing Mookie Betts would have been a big loss?
Yeah, I remember that first game when they killed the Orioles. They're like, we don't need Betts. We don't need him.
Like Jared Carabas on Twitter going like,
we got Xander Bogaerts. We'll be fine. And
although honestly, though, dude, that Red Sox lineup is still very good. They still got JD Martinez.
They do, for sure. So, yeah, I'm trying to remember if any other teams stood out really, and nothing comes to mind. I mean, I watched a couple of games. I watched, just.
Actually, the Rays are first place in the AL East. Right?
They are 4-1, man. Not bad.
The Rays, they're a very good team.
Not bad. Although they played I think they're playing the Red Sox right now, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't
check the schedule.
I gotta look. Oh, also oddly enough, the first three games, nobody went 3-0. Nobody went 0-3. Everybody won
at least one game.
Everyone won at least one game, which I noticed, which I thought was pretty crazy. So, but so far, just looking at the standings, it's more or less sort of what we thought. Wow, San Diego's 4-1.
Huh.
Maybe all that money they spent last year is finally paying off. I think Machado's saying like 132 or something. So
yeah, I don't know how Machado's doing on the Padres, but
he's a slow starter. So, Yeah, it's going to be an interesting week. So 2 games tomorrow, Yankees, Orioles. Then what? They have the next 2 days off. The schedule's so messed up now. What? I don't know, man. I'm really afraid we're gonna wake up and they're like, "That's it. We're shutting the whole season down." And
I swear to God.
I guess, if a couple more, 2, 3 more teams go down like the Marlins did, and then it depends on which team it is, that'll dictate, I guess, whether they go on or not. Because it seems like they don't have a plan.
Yeah.
They don't know what they should have a plan. They've had enough time to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do a bubble with baseball. There's too many players, too many personnel, too many people.
Yeah. I just, you know what? Don't stop going out to strip clubs. It's very simple.
Oh my God, I could just imagine being like their girlfriends or their wives and reading that headline.
But I just love, listen, you just started the season. You gotta go and have fun and celebrate now. No, during a pandemic, just chill out, man. Watch some Netflix.
Yeah, man.
Stop But that's the mentality in Florida right now, though. It's like, oh, we'll be fine. And obviously they're not fine. So, well, Godspeed to all those guys. Hopefully they come back quick so everyone can start playing competitively again.
I mean, they're the Marlins. I don't think playing competitively is on the table.
Until then, you're on the shelf until Monday, and nobody gives a crap. So.
Yep. Nobody cares.
Yeah. So.
Nobody cares.
Yeah. So I don't feel bad for any Marlins fans out there. They're because they don't seem to care either. But what I do care... No. Yeah. Come on, take a drink for tonight's game. There you go. Yeah. Shout out to the Star Wars energy drink, everybody.
Star Wars space punch.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you wash that taste out of your mouth. Do you have anything else you want to get off your chest this episode?
I'm just starving for that fried chicken. But anyways,
right on. Enjoy, my friend.
Anyways, yeah, I think that's about it.
All right.
From Ming Chen in the Shared Universe Podcast Studio. Don't forget to check out Let the Kids Talk.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, like, comment, share, tell everybody that I exist.
Yes.
Baseball's back.
It is, for now. Enjoy it while you can, because we don't know how much we're going to get.
Yeah.
All right.
Congrats to Giancarlo Stanton being the first Yankee Player of the Week of 2020.
Yes, your prize will be in the mail.
And stay classy, New Jersey.